So today I am starting to make a quilt for my nephew, who is 3.5 months old. And this will be a Christmas present. And I'm making it using some old clothes, mostly t-shirts that I don't really want to wear anymore, and also have a bit too much wear to donate. So I'm just cutting along all of the seams until I have flat pieces of fabric that I can then cut into squares and rectangles. If the fabric is smooth and wrinkle-free, you can cut it better. Now I'm bringing back out my cutting mat and my rotary cutter. The ruler is bigger than the cutting mat. I actually, when I ordered this, I actually didn't realize how big it was. So it's a new day. I finished cutting up the t-shirts into squares and rectangles of various sizes. And now these are basically puzzle pieces and I need to figure out how to put them together. And I've decided to use this for the back piece. I'm gonna start laying down the squares on top of this and see how it can all come together. I am so grateful that I have these stripes that I feel like just really are gonna make it more interesting. Christmas is rapidly approaching and I'm not as far along on this as I should be. Okay, what I'm thinking right now is this is an idea of how it's going to be laid out, but I think I'm kind of just gonna start sewing and see what happens. Like most t-shirt materials or jersey. So the hard thing about it is that they stretch. And so you might accidentally be stretching the fabric as you're working with it. I think probably what I'll do is just start building off of this and just piecing it together, see how it comes together. So it's been a while since you last saw me. I'm now at my parents' house finishing this blanket, and so I was rushing, trying to get this done by Christmas, but surprise, it is December 28th. No, December 29th. So I finished the quilt top, and I finished that on a sewing machine, and then I laid out the backing fabric, and then I put the cotton batting on top of that, and then the quilt top on top of that, and then I pinned all 3 layers together. And then I've been hand stitching these running stitches down the blanket in order to secure all 3 layers together. And I'm on my last row right now. I need to finish this today because the baby is leaving tomorrow morning. About doing these stitches straight nothing in this quilt is straight, so it can all be kind of curved and all over the place. Folded up each corner, and then I folded up the sides to the corner to make this nice little corner. So now I just need to pin the border and then I'll sew it on the sewing machine. So now I'm just gonna move it in here to do the sewing. So this is a little tricky. I mean, this is not a quilting machine. Like parts of this are a little too thick. Maybe I should just hand stitch this. Okay, I changed my mind. So this is just like a bit too thick and clunky for the sewing machine. As I started, I felt like it was going to cause more problems than it was worth. So I just finished sewing the border. And now, my very last step is to sew these corners shut. Because often when you do corners like this, they're a lot smaller, but I wanted to have like a big border just to make the blanket a little bigger. But because this is like so much fabric here, like it needs to be sewn closed. I'm almost done. And yes, I'm standing because I've been sitting too long. And what I'm doing here with the corners, like this is just my idea. But I guess that's the point of this quilt, is just, I'm just kind of doing whatever I want. I'm not trying to follow some standard. I probably like left some pins in here somewhere, but they're just part of the quilt now. It's done. A little patch from where I accidentally made a hole. Special thanks to my mom for letting me use her art studio and her sewing machine for some of it, and to my sister for having a very cute baby, and for that cute baby for just being around. If you enjoyed this, you can like the video and subscribe to my channel. I'll be making more stuff, maybe like this, maybe better, maybe worse.